Hello, my name is Ash, a counselor in training. This is my Relatable study podcast for individuals who need help studying for their NCE, CPCE, and other related counseling exams. I'm going to go through many questions from multiple resources and make the answers relatable to both you and me. So get your listening ears on and let's get studying. One major disadvantage of a closed group versus an open group is that A. If everyone quits, you will be left with no group members. B. Closed groups cannot provide depth therapy. C. It promotes paranoid feelings in group members. D. Closed groups are much more structured. The answer is A. One major disadvantage of a closed group versus an open group is that if everyone quits, you will be left with no group members. The closed group promotes cohesiveness and trust. So if there are no members that are part of the closed group, then there is no group at all. What does Ram's self-control model suggest about depression? Ram's self-control model suggests that depression occurs in individuals who obsess over negative outcomes, blame all of their problems on internal failures, set extremely high standards for themselves, and have low rates of self-reinforcement that is coupled with high rates of self-punishment. For example, an individual who self-imposes a criteria of obtaining passing grades on every test they take has an unrealistic criteria because the individual inaccurately attributed their failures to an internal characteristic of intelligence. This is an example of REM's self-control model. How would a constructionist assist a homosexual client in dealing with shame regarding their sexuality? A. By supporting them in unconditional positive regard. B. By examining their cognitive distortions. C. By using positive reinforcement to reduce their feelings of shame. D. By creating a narrative focused on strengths and affirming their community experience. The answer is D. The constructionist helps the homosexual client by creating a narrative focused on strengths and affirming their community experience. Constructivism is a theory that postulates that humans are meaning makers in their own lives and essentially construct their own realities. Constructivist therapists will assist homosexual clients with reframing the shame regarding their sexuality by creating a new narrative that focuses on their strengths and make meaning of their homosexuality within their lives and construct their own reality while affirming their community experience. I would recommend looking into research on constructionists and how they are able to help their clients. The number of people in an open group is generally A. More stable than a closed group. B. Much smaller after an extended period of time than a closed group. C. Significantly larger than a closed group. D. More dependent on the group leader's marketing skills than in a closed group. The answer is A. The number of people in an open group is generally more stable than in a closed group. The term stability describes the membership in a closed group, but it can still be stable in an open group. And if people drop out of the open group, new members can join the open group to replace those individuals who dropped out. I would recommend doing more research on groups, especially open and closed groups. What does Beck's cognitive theory suggest about depression? Beck's cognitive theory suggests that depression is the result of negative and irrational beliefs and thoughts about the depression cognitive triad, which is the world, the self, and the future. The negative triad includes the self, where people believe that nobody loves them, the world, where individuals believe the world is an unfair place, and the future, where individuals will believe that they are a failure. I would recommend looking into the cognitive triad of depression and Beck's cognitive theory to better understand how it is applied to the counseling process. That is all 5 questions for this episode. Thank you for listening. Keep calm and study on.